What's up, Nailistas? We are back with another nail video, and I hope you are having a fabulous day, morning, night, whenever you are watching this. And in this video, you see some stone type nails, and I do not recall the name of the stone. I believe it's rainbow amethyst. Don't quote me on that, but it's a stone that I've seen done by a couple of other different nail techs. So I've actually achieved this look before. It was a couple years ago when I was first starting out and the shaping was horrible. So I wanted to recreate these. And then, once I saw other videos where people did that same look, I wanted to recreate the look that I did. So here they are. And I do apologize because I accidentally deleted the clip where I'm actually going in and designing and building these nails up. So as I file with my e-file, I am going to share with you some tips and tricks on how I achieved this look. Okay, so on my full coverage tips, before I did anything, I went in with my Beetles White gel polish and I just created some natural looking lines. You don't want your lines to look too straight. You don't want them to look too curved. You want them to have like jagged type, you know, just kind of make it look realistic like a stone. And then I took a flat art brush and I went in and I kind of just made that line like ombre. So still leaving the definite line, but like to the right or to the left, just dragging my brush a little bit just to give some depth to that crack, okay, in the stone. Then after I did that, I cured it for 60 seconds. And then I went in with some green clearish acrylic and my purple amethyst acrylic. The purple amethyst acrylic is by Model Ones. It's in their rainbow collection that I have got a couple years ago, a year ago, whenever I bought it. And the jade kind of color, I made that. And it's actually glow powder that gave it that color. And it's like an olive glow powder. And then I took my Mia Secret Clear, and in between the purple and the green, I put clear. So you'll see that. Just like with that stone, the purple and the green does not touch each other. It's clear in between them, kind of like a three-way ombre. So I did that, and I worked very thin because you're going to layer these to create that depth. You're going to layer these. So you want to use very small beads and wet beads of acrylic. Okay, you don't have to worry about your nail being as strong because you're working on top of a full coverage tip. So it's okay to use some wet beads, some medium beads in this particular look of nail. Then I just went in, after I did that, I went in with some, in between layers, I went in with my gold loose glitter. And I just kind of, not too much, but kind of made little thin lines of glitter just to give it some shimmer when the sun hits it and also to add more depth. And after about the second layer, I went back in with my skinny art brush, my striping brush, and I added more white lines. Okay. And I kind of went over any spots where I felt like the line was too faded and not defined enough to make it look like a crack. So those are just some tips that I did. And then I did encapsulate everything in clear. But before I did that, once I got all my colored layers in with my acrylic, I did put some Beetles jelly gel colors. So I used a darker purple and a darker green. That's how you see those darker spots in the nail because I felt like it was just way too light. I really wish I would have left this in for y'all to see. Um, it's really not hard. There's plenty of videos out there on that, but I wanted to create one on my channel. So I may have to do this look again with a different type of stone. Maybe I'll do rose quartz or something. Leave in the comments and let me know what kind of stone you would prefer that I do next. What I am doing is filing. I did go in first with my hand file, my 8080 grit file, and I just, filed the sides to get them clean. And now the step that I'm on is what I did next with this coarse bit. Um, It's not really removing the acrylic, it's just debulking any of those spots that, have a little more than it should. So it's making sure my apex from my cuticle to my free edge is gradual. You don't want a hump in the nail. You don't want any dips in the nail either. You have to be careful because some tips do have dips, and these are those tips. Okay. So with the full coverage tip, they did not come like this. I had some short square full coverage tips from a cart that I added length to by adding some, I believe it's called Yemart. I got them off of Amazon. They were stiletto shaped tips that I added, and then I cut them down and I fouled them. So those tips, however, they're really long and they do tend to have a dip. Okay. So to combat that, I just add more acrylic in the middle, and that's why I'm debulking with my foul. I'm going to go in after this with my 80/80 grit foul again and just shape up and just tidy up anything that I foul. So fouling sometimes is what takes me the longest. Not the design, not putting the nails on, not even laying the acrylic. Sometimes it's the fouling that takes the longest, but you want those nails to look tapered. Okay. So I am fouling in a diagonal direction just to ensure that everything is, even and continual. You don't want to see any dips. You don't want to be able to tell where one bead was laid. You don't want to see any humps, any of that. So it looks like I'm going back and forth, but really I am moving really fast and it's rapid. So you don't want to move back and forth because that can create dips and unevenness within the nail surface. Okay? Sorry I'm out of frame here, but I will eventually get back in frame. So I can come back and do another video where I am installing these nails. And there are 3 different ways that I know of that you can install press-ons. You can do your glue, okay, any nail glue. Prep your nail, of course, prep your nail plate. You can do glue. You can do the sticky tabs. However, you still have to prep your nail with dehydrator, pushing back the cuticles and all of that. And then also this new way, which are the Gel X nails. I had to adjust my camera, sorry. The Gel X way. And if you don't have any Gel X, whatever that stuff is, I believe it's gel. You can use 2 things that I know work. You can use clear UV clear gel, that clear UV gel, or you can use base coat, just a base coat polish, and cure it under a lamp for 60 minutes to a minute. I mean, 60 minutes is a minute, sorry, 60 minutes to 2 minutes. 60 seconds, a minute to 1 to 2 minutes. Oh my gosh, I am so messing up. I'm going to leave that in there because that goes to show how hard these voiceovers really are. Why there's people out there in these YouTube streets dissing voiceovers. This stuff is no joke. Okay. All right. And this is my second go at it because my phone started ringing. So I tried to edit it out and I could not. So I just started over. Okay. So if you are somebody that, can't necessarily make it to the salon or you live it on a budget, and that's okay because most of us are, even though there's people out there who like to fake it, we ain't gonna get on them today. You can buy press-ons, and if you want them to last longer, get you some base coat gel, a UV lamp, and install them yourself. Now, the way you upkeep those is you have to do a fill or soak them off when you're ready to remove them, if you do the Gel X way. And another thing I want to mention, you do not need an expensive lamp, curing lamp. There are some very good, I know Sun is a very good brand, and their lamps are very, very affordable. I have a $30 Sun lamp that I got off Amazon. I've had it for over a year now, and it works just as well as the day that I got it. So you can do it. Okay. You just have to look at the wattage of the lamp because that's going to let you know, that's going to determine how fast it cures. Okay. Not how powerful the lamp is. I mean, I guess you can look at it like that, the voltage, but you want to look at the voltage or the wattage, excuse me, not voltage, wattage. And that's going to determine how many lamps are in your curing, or how many lights are in your curing lamp. Sorry. So I believe I have a 68-watt lamp, and I got it off of Amazon. Like I said, it's very inexpensive. If you are looking to do your own nails, which I am so for that, and I know some nail techs are going to be like, why is she telling people how to do their own nails? Because before I became a nail tech, I was doing my own nails. I had too many bad experiences at the salons around me. And I was just like, you know what? I'm getting tired of going to places and not getting what I want because they can't do it or they don't know about it or whatever. So, um, now I'm just going in with that file and I am that hand file and I am just kind of perfecting the edges. That's how you get that tapered look. However, I do not want too much of a taper on these. I want the dome look. I want it to look smooth because they are press-ons and that's my preference. I did make these nails for me and I'm just going in one direction. Try to stay going in one direction with the file. When you start going different ways, it creates unevenness, it creates bumps, it just doesn't look as clean. So same with buffing. You want to go in the same direction. You don't want to go back and forth over the nail. You want to go in the same direction. Okay, and I haven't heard a nail tech yet on YouTube or anywhere explain filing like that. You want to go in the same direction. I can't stress that enough. Okay, it just gives the nail a better look. And also, you want to make sure you're looking at your nails from different angles. So if you're doing a client hand, you want to make sure you're holding their palm vertically. You want to look at the nail straight on. You want to look at every angle to see if there's any misshapenness. If there's any bumps, lumps, crookeds, anything that you can fix with filing. Okay, and that's how you get the best shaped nails. You want to make sure you're looking at your press on, your fingernail, your toenail, even whatever you're working on. You want to look at it from, not just a straight up view, but you want to hold their palm. You want to hold their hand to where their free edge is pointing the ceiling, facing you, facing them. You want to look at straight on from the free edge, and then straight on from the nail tech's view in which this camera is in. So you want to look at that nail in every direction possible and then, correct accordingly. You want to file with a purpose. So I think it was meant to be for me to just create a filing video for you guys and gals because I know I struggle with filing. And if I can get my nails to look this good, I know that you all can. I thought I turned my sound down for this phone. And here it goes again. I'm just going to leave it in there. So yeah, right now I am brushing off the dusties and I'm going to start buffing. We're going to start buffing here. And the buffer that I'm using, it's a disposable buffer and it actually works really good, like better than some of the other ones. I mean, it's a little more abrasive, but it's a disposable buffer. I got this pack off of Amazon too. You might see it. All you have to do is go on Amazon and type in disposable hand buffers and they should pop right up. Um, you can use these multiple times if you wanted to, but they're not meant for that. I got these during quarantine because I thought I was going to use them. So I could just be like one and done. Use it on one client, throw it away. However, I use them to practice and I use them. Here it goes right here. It's just a little square, but they're really abrasive. So if you want to go in with a less abrasive buffer, you can. However, it's not necessary. Once I buff this with this buffer here, it's smooth, it gets the scratches out, and you don't have to buff forever to get that smooth finish. So what buffing does, it takes away the scratches and any like deep scratches off the surface that you may accrue from filing. So it gives it a smooth finish. Now you do not want to over buff your nails, especially if you're top coating with gel, because your gel polish will peel right off. I only had that happen once, and I believe I was in school because I sat there buffing, buffing, buffing. If you need to go back in and file a lump, don't try to use your buffer. Make sure you just go back and file and then go in with your buffer. Now I am going back and forth on this because like I said, these are just press-ons. On a real hand, I do not. But you kind of want to keep it, for the most part, going in the same direction. And these still turn out good. I do apologize. My phone stand was shaking because my leg was against my desk, so it was making the desk shake as I was filing. That's kind of like a comfortable thing for me to do, is put my leg rested against the side of my desk where I sit. So I have to be mindful of that because y'all see me shaking, 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 shaking. Okay. And I don't have one of those like heavy duty phone stands. It's kind of like malleable. So it shakes. I do apologize. But I'm just going back and forth and I'm rushing here. I can admit, because for the sake of the time of the video, I know there's people that complain, oh, your video's too long. They were like an hour and a half. Look, delete the part, or not delete, but skip through the parts, fast forward, rewind, mute, whatever you need to do for your watching pleasures. I just appreciate y'all clicking on my videos. However, I did take that into account, and I do not make videos longer than 30 minutes because I tried watching videos that's like 45 minutes, hour and a half, 2 hours that are nail videos. And you want to see the final look. You don't want to skip forward. You're enjoying what the person is saying, but it's just way too long. So now most of my videos as of lately, you can check them out. They're about 25, 27. They're all under 30 minutes. And if they're over 30 minutes, it's only like maybe a few minutes. But I'm mindful of that. And I do appreciate you all clicking on my videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Leave a comment. If you think these nails are beautiful, go ahead and leave some purple and green hearts. Leave one purple heart, one green heart next to each other. Let me know. Give me feedback. Not too many of you guys comment on my videos. I leave the comments open. I just ask that you keep it respectful. That's all. If you don't like it, don't comment. But I know that there's some people liking these nails because y'all like my videos and I'm getting views. I'm getting more views. So I'm just going to keep pushing, keep being persistent. Everybody on YouTube says that, you got to be persistent. That's how you get the views. That's how you get the subscribers. Just keep posting, keep posting. So that's what I am doing. Okay. I have the time to. Before, there's been times where I was working in the salon and I really couldn't. Um, Facebook got more of my time because I was posting pictures, trying to get more clients to come to me. Right now, that's not the case. I am not working in the salon. I am not taking clients right now. Um, I am just enjoying doing press-ons and making content. So I am very, very vested in this. So that is the final look after filing and buffing. Now we're going to get into top coating this, and I am using my Crystal Clear No Wipe Top Coat by iGel Beauty. Okay? And when you are using top coat, my friends, let me tell you, and this might seem so simple, and maybe you knew this, kudos to you, but when you are top coating nails, do not use a big glob of top coat. I wasted so much top coat the first 2 years, and I'm 2.5, almost closer to 3 years of doing nails. I was using so much top coat and then having to wipe it off. That is wasting. Just don't put that much on your brush because it doesn't take a whole lot. Make thin layers, and then if you want, more top coat, you can go in with a second coat. But do thin layers. That is what I'm doing right here. I was using enough top coat on one nail to do my whole hand, like at least one hand, maybe the whole set, but you don't have to use that much. When you're using gel polish, what's key is quantity control. So how much you have on your brush. Controlling how much you have on your brush makes a big difference. I know I see people wiping the nails. You don't have to do that if you use a considerable, a moderate amount, you know. So that is what I'm doing here. And stay tuned because these nails do glow in the dark. At least the green parts glow in the dark. So it's a cool effect. It really is. So just stay tuned for that. I do include that clip in my video here. Once again, I cannot apologize enough. I wanted to show how I layered these because it's so simple. And you just have fun with it. There you can kind of see the gold loose glitters that I use. The light is hitting it. You can see how it really looks like a stone. Now, when I put these on my hands, I am thinking about adding some Swarovski crystals. Not too many, just maybe like 3 on this side, on this side. I got a little idea. So just to add a little something extra, even though even though this design is enough on its own for me, I still want a little bit of bling. So, oh my gosh, look how gorgeous that looks. And realistic. Y'all see the swirls, the white, the cracks in the nail. I was afraid that they were looking more like marble nails. And if you think so, I agree with you. But I'm seeing that depth in those cracks and it looks like a stone. Okay? Those stones do not have straight lines. Maybe here or there, it might have like a straight crack, but not too often. The cracks are jagged. If you look at a real stone or a picture of a stone, that will be a great way to kind of moderate how, where to place things. Me, I didn't look at a picture. I didn't look at a stone. I just did it. So, yeah, like I said, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share this video if you enjoyed these nails. And I am on IG and Facebook. You can go under most of my videos and find my IG, my Facebook, and my TikTok. So if you want to follow me there, please um, feel free to do so. I have a decent following on Facebook, but I don't really have a big following on Instagram. That is something I am struggling with, and I've kind of given up on. I post the pictures, I make reels. You know, I've gotten better with the camera, whether I'm recording or taking pictures. So I don't know. It's just, I don't know what it is. I'm not feeling Instagram, and Instagram ain't feeling me, clearly. I can barely get to 200 followers on Instagram. So please make sure you follow me over there, but also make your presence be known here. Go ahead and just like the video. You don't have to necessarily comment, but make sure you give me a like, and please make sure you subscribe so that you can always be in the know when I upload these videos to YouTube. Okay? So I am going to put these in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then stay tuned for the glowing effect. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and shut up because there's only 2 minutes left of this video. Thank you all so much, and God bless. And remember that no weapon formed against you shall prosper because you are a child of God. Peace.